Hello, my name is Fion, and today I'll be presenting a marketing research study. The title of this marketing research study is to explore the factors that affect commuters' customer satisfaction. And the background of this proposal is actually about because of the start of private hire car services like Uber and Grab. Local taxi industry is competing more fiercely for commuters' preferences, and COVID-19 actually enhances rivalry among both services industry. The management of the local taxi industry believes that keeping customers satisfied plays an important role for expanding its market share by mainly focusing on their loyal local customers. And thus, this proposal explains factors like corporate image, service quality, perceived price, and perception of corporate social responsibility are relevant to customer satisfaction that will reduce the competitiveness. And for this proposal, the key question is, among local commuters, what affects customer satisfaction in the local taxi industry? Also, there are 5 objectives for this proposal. The first one is to understand what the important factors that affect customer satisfaction. The second one is finding out the strategies that will help increase customer satisfaction for local taxi company. The third one is to identify what attracts local commuters to choose private hire car over local taxi. The fourth one is to examine if the best way to survive in the market is by increasing market share. And the last objective is whether focusing on local commuters would help increase market share. Then moving on, this proposal will be conducted using both exploratory and descriptive study through two-stage qualitative and quantitative research approach. The reason why using both exploratory and descriptive study is because exploratory study is usually used at the first stage of research, and for this proposal, there's a need to understand the current problem and also need more information to know if whether concentrating on local taxi commuters would help to grow market share in order to survive in this industry. And also, descriptive study is used to explain or characterize a certain event. And for this proposal, although there are some problems already identified, there is still a need to determine the factors which created this situation. And also, the purpose of this proposal is to test whether the factors will affect customer satisfaction to grow market share. That is why using both exploratory and descriptive study would be ideal in this proposal. And next, the proposed data collection method would be mixed method research, as it is able to identify the commuters and their opinions about the situation. And also, it is aimed at a large population, mainly Singaporeans, so as to collect as many results as possible. And also, by using mixed method research, it is possible to clarify and improve the outcomes of a study. The method used would be focus group and street interview, as focus groups are flexible in addressing a wide range of issues and associated with satisfaction or dissatisfaction with different services and goods. And street interview is because since both interviewer and the respondent are there at the scene, there's a higher chance of getting correct data because the interviewer can confirm that the information are from the respondent itself. And next, the target population of this proposal are locals who frequently use taxi or private hire car to commute. And the last one would be the proposed sampling plan. The sampling method used would be probability sampling, systematic sampling, so that more people will get a chance to be heard, and because it is rapid, simple, and reliable without introducing survey biases. And for the sampling frame, it will be from the local taxis company list of customers. Although there are some limitations, like there is no information about the competitive customers, but maybe the data collected might be useful in order to identify some information about the commuter's customer satisfaction for the local taxi industry. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you. And someone asked, what are the two main disadvantages of using mixed method research? So the two main disadvantages of using mixed method research are that there's a need to take in consideration about the research questions, objective and assumptions of the situation in order to decide whether or not to use it to address the situation. And another disadvantage is that it is very time consuming because there's a need to collect and analyze two types of data collected. And also there's a need for deep understanding of both methods and approaches. And another question is what sampling method would be recommended if the target population is changed to Singaporeans with disabilities? So the sampling method would be snowballing sampling. As it is suitable for a small particular population, it will be easier to identify one and ask the respondent to recommend another in the same population.